status. But I wanted to share this because this is an epiphany I've been having over the last, 2 months. Certain things that you achieved in life may get taken away from you. And it'll hurt. And you'll try to figure out why, and you'll figure out why it happened, why didn't it happen sooner or later, or why did it have to happen to you. Maybe you're completely religious or spiritual. Maybe you don't believe in anything at all. But regardless, it has happened, and you're trying to figure out a way of why it had to happen. I'm here to tell you, don't put energy into that, right? Don't take that energy and try to figure out what that could be. Take that next step and that rest of that energy you have from this experience and label it as just that. We all go through things in life where we experience something that we've never experienced before, and we leave it at that. It doesn't mean that's our reality. It doesn't mean that forever this will be your reality, right? What I want you to take away from this is that when you find yourself in situations and you can't stop them, you can't make them go away, and you find yourself having to sit in it. Cry about it, boo-hoo about it. But don't accept it as your reality. You get to create the reality you want for yourself. And when you accept that, for example, your car broke down and you don't have another way to get another one, how do you know that? You just accepted the reality and you manifested it. Say to yourself, you know what? That's fine, my car's like this. There's nothing I could do about this. But I do know one thing. I know I'm going to have another car. That's the difference between saying to yourself, I'm in control of my feelings. That kind of makes you somewhat of a person who's emotionally intelligent. Because aside from the emotions you're feeling, you're not going to acknowledge the fact that this is your reality. I think for me, this is what I've learned. My daughter, who is 16, she'll be 17. We talked briefly this morning through text, and you revert back. You fall back into that reality that you've already said is not yours, right? You've already said, this is not my reality. But somehow you woke up and it became your reality again. And sometimes we don't have somebody to talk us through it and to remind us, hey, you're doing the best you can be. And, things are going to happen and there's nothing we can do about it, which is what my daughter told me today. And as many times as I've told her that in the course of her life, and the things she's going through, especially while being in high school, you go through a lot in high school, right? It was really great to hear my daughter share that back with me, because we fall sometimes. We're not perfect. People like us who, and when I say us, I mean the chosen ones, we've gone through a lot in life. And I wanted to tell you today that those were not your circumstances forever. That's not your reality. That's just something you had to experience in that moment, because one day you get to share that with somebody who may be going through the same thing. You have to remember, this stuff that we go through, it's to create a better you. It's not to harm you, although it does feel like that, right? It feels like every day you're being harmed. Every day you're being attacked, but it's because of your greatness. And over the last month or so, I experienced something that I continuously experienced throughout my career. And I couldn't understand what it was. And once I found out what it was, and once I found out the change I made from the other times that these things have happened, it was almost like life started to get better for me. And I'm going over a course of life trying to find places and people that resonate with me so that I can continue to learn. And I'll say this and end it. Not everybody, not every experience is here for you to, connect with that person forever. People come in to share their testimonies or be present in your life for whatever reason, and then they have to go. Or sometimes they're there because God has sent them to be present forever. And you have to have the discernment to figure out by prayer, meditation, reading the word, what is this? Because at the end of the day, you're not really in control of yourself, but you are in control of your emotions. And I think what I want you to take away from this is that when we leave this life, we will see that in life, there were different characters. And although you saw those characters, sometimes they came back in different forms because you had to learn it again. When you leave here, you have to be as light as a feather. And that means your mentality, your emotions, your thoughts. Gain control of your thoughts. Be responsible for your thoughts. You may not be able to be responsible for other things in your life, but if you can hold on and hang on and grab as tight as you can, like a goddamn roller coaster, for those who do get scared on the roller coaster, but the ones that throw their hands up, hey, that's not for you. But take an ownership of that and allow yourself to process those things. Accept them. The acceptance is the most important part, because once you accept that, hey, either I can't do nothing about this, or hey, I had to go through this, the universe is going to feel that. And then things are going to work out for you. Let it go. Let it go and accept it as an experience, not your reality. Because once you realize that you can say, no, this isn't my reality, and then you can manifest what that feels like the way you really want it to be, then you'll be gold. Maybe you're silver right now, but that is the point. God is, all of us, I believe, is polishing us up so that we can be set in gold, polished, to stand out, so that people who are going through things will see us and they'll know to come to us, because we have a seal of gold on us and we can help you. This fight is not alone, although it feels like that. But if you continue to accept the matrix ways of life, you're going to get stuck. So don't be stuck. And don't allow yourself to emotionally be stuck. The most important part is to make sure you are not emotionally depriving yourself of growing. Because the more you grow, the more you expand emotionally. Get a hold of your emotions. Tap in on those. Tell yourself every day that you are not what your circumstances are, and you'll be gold. That's my message for today. I don't know who needed to hear that, but I hope it resonates with you, and I hope that it allows you to have a better day. It allows you to be encouraged to pray, meditate, work out, whatever it is that encourages you emotionally. Remember, your body can only take so much of the emotions. It'll start to store in the chakras of your body, and a lot of times out of 10, it's in the root chakra, which is your hips. This is important for you to stretch. I'll go deep into that as I continue to find space to share with you, as I continue to get times in my life where I feel like I need to jump on here and share. But I hope it motivated you. I hope you feel better about your day. Remember, enjoy it. Take every day as one day, not 10 days, not 12 days, not 14 days. Just every day. And just absorb life. Encourage yourself emotionally. And remember that what you say out your mouth is what you'll become.